Hi friends, this is Caly. Thanks for stopping by today. I'm sharing a rainbow paper-pieced shaker card using the Impact Alphabet Die-namics. These letter dies are 2 inches tall and can easily be personalized for whatever sentiment or name you'd like to spell on your card. To start my card today, I'm using my T ruler and my glass media mat to line up my dies with a 3/4 inch border. Because the letters require more room, my card is a slimline card today measuring 3 3/4 by 7 3/4. The panel that I'm using right now has already been trimmed to mat my card base by 1/8 inch all around. So its dimensions are 3.5 by 7.5 inches long. Once everything is aligned, I use some thin purple tape to secure the dies in place before running my panel through the die cutting machine. After removing my first initial cut, I'm going to have to cut another E to form my word cheers. So I'm just going to use my T ruler once more to align that E so that it's perfectly placed before running it through my die cutting machine a second time. To create my shaker window, I'm going to trim a piece of acetate to fit and fully cover the letters that I've die cut. I adhered it to the back of my panel using some dry adhesive, and then I have to put the solid piece back into the R. So to help me align it perfectly, I inlay the letter, add some adhesive in the opening there, lay in my piece, and then remove that inlay letter R. Now for the fun part. I pulled out an array of colored cardstock, 24 to be exact, and sliced 1/4 inch strips. I'm using scrap paper, so it's a fun way to use the scraps in your stash. If I don't have scraps, I tend to cut down my full-size sheets into A2 sized panels to start any project. For this particular project, I didn't want to repeat any colors, so when I realized I wasn't going to have enough, I pulled out a few more to fill up the rainbow and to have a few more strips to fill in that space. Before I can start piecing my rainbow, I have to prepare an adhesive panel. There are a few ways that you can do this, with dry adhesive runners, liquid adhesive, or even running your panel through a sticker maker. I'm using strong double-sided adhesive strips. After removing the backing, I'm going to start at the very top with red and work my way down to purple in a rainbow order. The process of laying down these strips to create a rainbow is actually really relaxing for me, so this is my favorite part. You'll see at the very end that it looks like I'm a bit off, but that's okay, it's no big deal because we're going to go ahead and trim the panel when we're done, and then line it up with the top panel so that it doesn't look like it's off at all. Now to finish my shaker, I added foam adhesive to my die cut panel on the back side, framing in my die cut letters. The sequin and jewel mix that I'm using today is pretty small, so I want to make sure that there's no gap in my foam adhesive and make sure that it backs up to each other really well, just like I have with my adhesive strips. I'm taking my favorite sequin and jewel mix now and adding it to the center of my rainbow panel. Before removing the backing on my foam adhesive, I want to make sure that the sequins and jewels don't stick to the adhesive walls. So I'm deactivating the adhesive by using my powder tool before adhering the top panel over the rainbow panel. These letters are a little bit bigger, so the overhang on some of the letters are sticking up a little bit. I'm just going to go in with some liquid adhesive and secure them in place before mounting my card on a card base. I could have stopped here, but I felt that the card needed some contrast. So I decided to use the Bitty Birthday Wishes stamp set and chose 2 sentiments to stamp over black cardstock and emboss with white embossing powder. I've found that even after using an anti-static powder tool, there are stray powder particles that can stick to your cardstock. So a trick that I like to use is picking them up with my craft pick. It helps me pick up all those fine particles and cleans everything up nicely before I'm ready to heat it up with the heat tool. Once my sentiments are embossed, I trimmed them down to size and adhered them over my shaker card using foam adhesive for additional dimension. The T ruler is an invaluable tool for me when lining up sentiments and dies, so I'm using it again here to make sure that my sentiments are placed perfectly. And that finishes my card today. I hope you enjoyed it. Paper piecing is so fun and makes for such a fun card, and if you haven't tried it yet, you should. Thanks so much for stopping by today and joining me here on the MFT YouTube channel. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.